he got stuck up for his bundle, but them 6 hollow chips in his legs what made him crumble.
At least he got the house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you won't regret it. Remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying, I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try. So until we meet again,
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we've been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military and armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. With Christ's return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando Alton, Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
Till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin hit your heart, bring.
Prophet of the Lord, gotta teach the people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. YAHANNA, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one west, one west, one west, one west, One West till they bury me. One West, one West,
Yeah.
one West, one West, one West till they bury me. I'm really for my people, y'all just playing games. I'm all about the truth, we are not the same. I'ma shoot it to you straight, wouldn't love to slay. U.P.K, y'all finished, bitch, yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine. Came up from the dust, now you see the shine. Ain't no cowards in my camp, all we know is grind. Priest and prophet of the Lord, gotta teach this people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. Y'all should holler, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one West, one West, one West, one West, one West till they bury me. One West, one West, one West, one West. One West till they bury me.
Well, it's verse 2 when it's game time. Shield of David, no game sign. Nothing but truth that we bring to you. Change of the spirit, we breaking loose. Repent for your sins and from within. Become a new man and then you stand for all the people who need you. Damn right we gon' teach you. Cause the preacher man be lying, telling all them lies, but he still wants your ties. For the new car he drive, it's not time that we wake up. Ain't no devil gon' save us. All we need is the truth. 144 in them boots.
Priest and prophet of the Lord, gotta teach this people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. Y'all should holler, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one West, one West, one West, one West, one West till they bury me. One West, one West, one West, one West, one West till they bury me.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Check, check, check. 1 2 check.
All right, clap it up. We're the I.S.U.P.K, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command and General YAHANNA. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. You understand? I.S.U.P.K has been bringing out this truth since 1969, you know, and don't think that it's just young, you know what I'm saying? Don't think it's a young truth because it was around before 1969. You understand? Tonight we're gonna go into Roe versus Wade. You understand? If you don't know what that is, brother, could you read that description of what Roe versus Wade is that I sent you out about?
Says Roe v. Wade was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court in which the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion.
Right. So basically, this right here is giving a woman so-called liberty to decide whether or not she want to have a child or not. You understand? It's basically like saying, "Oh, you got the freedom to choose, man." Right? Like if that ain't the most Christian thing that I ever heard of, man, then I don't know what is. Right. Because Christianity is based off of what? Go ahead, brother.
White supremacy.
But what does Christianity teach?
It teaches that, you know, to love your oppressor, and that everybody, you know, basically everybody is your neighbor.
But think about what we just read, right?
Come.
So first and foremost, you have to look up liberty. If you know what liberty means, you have to look up what liberty means in order to know. Go ahead. You're passing the
free will.
Right. Christianity teach that you have free will, right? And be like, oh, you have the right to do whatever you want to do. Right. You know, like Christians say it all the time, you know what I'm saying? God gave us free will. The free will to choose between whatever we want to do. I'm gonna eat this pork because it's my God-given right. They choose, they teach that they have free will, but in the I.S.U.P.K, we know that's not true. It's no such thing as free will. God has laws, statutes, and commandments, right? If you had free will, then God wouldn't kill you for eating pork. You understand? You have free will. God wouldn't have sent the Israelites into captivity under our oppressor. He wouldn't have sent us into captivity up under our oppressor if we had free will. We'd be able to do whatever the hell we wanted to do. You understand? And that's one thing that sets us apart from them that's out there. The thing that sets us apart is a very few things that sets us in here apart from them out there. And those things are what? Shame. You understand? The law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, the love for the Most High, and the brotherhood that we have for each other. It's very few things that sets us apart from them. Out there, you're not going to see nobody that's shamed about eating pork. You understand? You're not going to see a sister that's shamed when she makes her OnlyFans. You're not. You understand? Like in here, if a sister does anything, brother does anything, they feel that guilt, that shame overcomes them. You understand? You feel that. And that's one of the things that separates us in the UPK from them in the world. Feeling that shame, that love we have for the Most High, right? Because they say they love God, right? But they don't know God.
Right.
The Christian church don't teach you who God is, right? So read that again.
Khan says Roe versus Wade was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court in which the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion.
Right. So they protect a woman's free will to have an abortion, right? That's what they doing. You got that word liberty? Definition of liberty? Because I want to see who free will is being protected. Go ahead.
Khan, it says liberty, the state of being free.
The what?
The state of being free.
The state of being free. Go ahead.
With society.
Society. Go
from
ahead.
From oppressive restrictions.
From what?
Oppressive restrictions.
So whose liberty is it to choose whether or not they want to have a baby? Whose liberty is it? Whose free will is it to choose whether or not they want to have a baby? Young man Kevin, who is it?
Nobody's.
It's somebody's. But whose is it?
The parent, the mom.
Go ahead, Albert.
It's like Mesa, the Most High.
No. Who has the free will? Like, read it again. You got it?
The oppressor.
The oppressor. It's his free will. Read it again. Read the definition.
Khan, the state of being free with society from oppressive.
From what?
Oppressive restrictions.
From oppressive restrictions. Last time I checked, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were still oppressed in this place. We don't have the free will. So like that liberty does not include us, man. We're not free from oppression. We don't have the free will to decide we want to have abortions, right? The God of this Bible doesn't tell us that we can have abortions. That says that America came up with that, and America protects its people, which are given liberty to choose. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in this place, we don't even decide when we want to die. We don't decide if we want to live a full life. We don't decide if our children going to wake up tomorrow, right? Our oppressor tries and decide all that for us. You understand? Like, if you ever been to Esau's military, you understand, like, he decide when you wake up, when you go to sleep, what type of training you do that day. Our oppressor tries to decide what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians do in this place. They decide who gets freedom, and we not the ones, man. So we don't have the liberty to have abortions, man. The Bible says to be fruitful and multiply. If you talking about having abortions, you going directly against what God said. You saying you don't want to have them babies. God, the one who fashioned the womb for flesh, man. Right. You understand? Let's get Zephaniah 2:1.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together.
Yeah.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
The scriptures say for us to gather together, O nation not desired. Who is the nation not desired? Go ahead.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
We are that nation. The nation of Israel is the nation that's not desired in this place, man. You understand? That nation that don't have a free will to decide if you want an abortion or not. Why would you want an abortion? Why would somebody want an abortion? Like to understand abortion is to like it's an evil and wicked thing, man. Abortion is an evil and wicked thing. Like I couldn't imagine terminating Mars. I couldn't imagine that. Especially like knowing that she's moving and everything. After like what 6 weeks, you're already starting to get a heartbeat. You are alive. That baby is alive, man. You sit there on that cold table, as Austin Zion always say, and they putting them cold tools inside of you, snatching something out or sucking something out of you, pause. Like it's terrible. And they don't tell you about the psychological damage it does after you do it. They don't tell us about that. It's easy for our oppressor to go and have an abortion and go on and live her life because America is a dream to her. She could be anything that she wants to be in America. It's run by her people. She can have that baby and go on to California and do whatever the hell she want to do. But they have to promote abortion to blacks and Hispanics. They have to tell us what are some of the things they tell us to promote abortion? Go ahead.
It's like if I may, sir. We tell our sisters that, to put your career first and let you know that you have to have a career. You can't depend on no man, to support you, that you got to go out and get it for yourself.
Right. Like they tell us what our Bible was saying, you got to put your career first, or you're not ready for a baby right now. Or like, what is it? The father ain't going to be around. Right. I know plenty of brothers who want to be in their kids' lives, but they can't be in their kids' life because the mother won't let them. You understand? Like, imagine how many of the fathers wanted that child that the sister decided to abort without the father knowing, or just because she ain't want that guy to be the father. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's terrible. They tell us all type of things to get us to abort our children. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are being killed at like alarming numbers. We should have every baby that the Most High bless us with, man. We should have every baby. Like, we need these kids, man. We need these kids, and we need to teach these kids the right way according to thus saith the Lord, man. Because this right here, these generations coming up under us in the eyes, come on.
So like if I may, what you bringing out is so heavy, right? And it's real because we do need these children, right?
That's right.
And the way I started to look at it to really show value is Michael Jordan he was a baby at one time.
Right.
Michael Jordan was a child, you know what I'm saying? And he grew up to be a man that everybody grew to love over years. That's because he shot a ball through a hoop. Today we celebrate Michael Jordan as being like a model citizen that we buy his shoes. But at one point, did you think his parents knew that he was going to be Michael Jordan? You know, we look at Michael Jordan like he was a special phenomenon in life. He was just a child that was born in this earth. You know what I'm saying? He was just a child that escaped the abortion table.
That's right.
And you know who else escaped it? Moses. He escaped the abortion table.
That's right.
You understand? Guess what? He was a baby as well. He led the nation of Israel out of Egypt, right? But he came from what? From a baby. That's right. No different than Yahawashi, the greatest man ever walked the earth. And guess where he came from? A baby. That's from a womb. You understand? And I look at those, like we should look at those things in life. The people we admire, like they came from children.
That's right.
They made it to be adults. You understand? And that's what we have to look at when we talk about Abortions. You can't think about what could have been, what you don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Because the same way we look at the people that we look up to, your mother and your father, right? You look at them as being great. Guess where they came from? A baby.
That's right.
Like we forget that and we start thinking about all the things that could go wrong instead of all the things that could go right. You understand?
Damn right.
Most High in Christ, keep bringing it out.
Give him a hand, man. That's that. Like what he's saying so heavy, man. Like we as black people, we talk about all the pioneers, you know, the people that paved the way and all this and that. Like we talk about all that stuff, but we tend to forget like they were children at some point. Somebody had to birth them. Somebody had to teach them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to clothe them and take care of them. Right? We tend to forget about all that. Like imagine if our ancestors, imagine if Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob said, I ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't even be here. Imagine what would they call them? The founding fathers? Imagine if the founding fathers of Israel said they ain't ready to be fathers. Or those mothers that birthed them children said, I ain't ready to be a mother, and just aborted. Man, the Most High Allah would kill us all over again. Yes, that like you don't have the free will to decide whether or not you want to have an abortion. That's for somebody in America with what? Liberty, freedom. And it's not a person that look like you or me. Go ahead.
And also, when people of our color, when they have a lot of children, they're shamed and they're, talked about. And then when, can I say white people? White people, when they have a lot of kids, like they get their TV shows, they get social media support and everything, but we're shamed for it and we're wrong for it.
Right. Get Sister Hand, man. You understand? Like they glorify it so much, right? They glorify it so much. They made a TV show called Teen Moms. They glorify them having babies, man. And we have to sell out. We have to sell out in order to make a life or give our children a life, man. You understand? Like they got our sisters in strip clubs talking about they stripping, being a mom, going to school, and they just trying to make a living for their babies. Brothers talking about they selling drugs. I know we all remember Notorious B.I.G. talking about he's selling drugs to feed his daughter. Not saying that that's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a good thing. But we have to go to extreme lengths in order to provide for our children, man. The child that they tell us that we shouldn't birth, the child that they say that they ain't gonna give us assistance, with. Because for them is one or the other. You understand? Like you had them babies. They say, oh, I don't know why y'all having all them babies anyway. You can't take care of them. Y'all all on food stamps. You understand? And in order for you to get the food stamps, you have to kick the man out the house. And then they say, well, I don't know why they act like this. They don't have no fathers in the house. You lock all the fathers up for child support, but you get the sisters all the help that they need in the world. Like we so destroyed in this place because we don't know which way to go, man. We don't know which way to go, and the sisters don't know which way to go, man. They have a baby, then they have to worry about struggling. They have to worry about is the brother gonna be there. You understand? You won't have to worry about that if you get out the Christian church, man. If you separate yourself from America, man, we won't have to worry about those things. The Bible says for us to gather ourselves together. Oh, nation not desired, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, if you don't know, is that nation that's not desired. Gathering yourself together doesn't mean coming together in that Christian church, man. Christian pastors don't have the answers for black people, man. Christianity been around since we was enslaved up under our oppressor, man. It's been around before that, but I'm just saying, like, Christianity has been around for a long time, man. And it hasn't freed nobody yet. Christianity just makes you okay with being oppressed, man. It gives you a sense of liberty. You understand? Like, we are still slaves in this place, man. Still slaves. How you know we slaves? You see what happened to Whoopi Goldberg just for saying, Comic-Con, the Holocaust. I forgot exactly how you know what she said, huh? What she said, brother?
Slack of Mesa. She said that basically the Holocaust is not about race.
It's not about race, right? That's how she said it.
And Salaki, she said that it was really white people on white people.
That's right. Like something that been going on forever, man. You don't think when they was in them caves, they was hitting each other over the head with clubs, knocking each other out? Like that been something that been going on forever, man. Right. You hear about it to this day. America versus Russia. Yes, we hear about it to this day. We just act like it's something so new because our oppressors don't fight amongst each other. They fight amongst each other because they want to know who's gonna control you, man. Right. They want to know who gonna have control over the niggas, man. You done had your turn. Donald Trump had such a fun time with it. He didn't even want to leave the office. Joe Biden having such a wonderful time. He like that child that they call him Sleepy Joe, right? He like that child that just got a new toy, don't even want to go to bed because he afraid that he gonna lose it. Joe Biden's so afraid that he gonna lose the control of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that he pushed himself to the limit, man. Even though he ain't doing nothing for us. Like we are torn, man. We voting on two oppressors to rule over us, man. How low down and dirty could we get, man? We are laying with dogs right now, man. As a nation of people, we are down with the dogs, man. Voting for two oppressors to take control over our lives. We have to gather ourselves together, man. We have to gather ourselves together. And us gathering ourselves together, them sisters will learn, like, we have to have them babies. We're supposed to have these babies. They'll learn that abortion is not the way, man. Because it's not. If you don't want the child, man, you can give a child to another sister that can't have a baby, man. Give it to another brother who can't have a baby, man. You understand? It's the I.S.U.P.K under Commander Junior Hunter, man. Give that a hand, man. We done took in babies. Like, we done took in babies. I think South Carolina got a baby, I want to say. Brothers is out here raising these babies, man. These babies are being brought up in the school, man. I think his name's Samson, if I'm not mistaken. The I.S.U.P.K, we out here raising these babies, and when sisters get ready or, you know, get themselves together, they come back, man. We not holding the baby or taking the baby from you. We doing what's right, man. We standing with you as a village, man. What they say, it take a village to raise a child, man. We standing with our people as a village, man. We doing that thing that America will not do. Drop that. Let me get Matthew 5:48, man. Yes, then we have to have these babies, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 48.
Uh-huh.
Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
You have to be perfect, man. Aborting babies is not you being perfect, man. You taking a life. You're taking an innocent life, and you sitting on the front row of a church acting like you all that in a bag of chips, man. You're not. You are not, man. If you don't want to have a baby, guess what? God had the perfect abortion plan. And it wasn't a plan B. God had the perfect plan for abortion. You know what it is? Keep your legs closed. That's the perfect plan for abortion. No condom needed. No plan B, no doctor. If we gathered ourselves together and taught our daughters that sex is marriage, maybe then they'll be more conscious of what they're doing when they leave out the house. Maybe then Cardi B will easily persuade our daughters to do something that she don't even want her daughter hearing about. That's a terrible thing, right? She make a song talking about WAP and she won't even let her daughter hear the song. You made millions off of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians making this song, but you won't even let your daughter hear it. That shows you how she views her daughter and how she really feels. about her people. She just did that for $1, man. She sold out on our children to provide her child with $1, man. She ain't no better than a drug dealer. Just like Biggie Smalls saying he's selling drugs to feed his daughter, man. She ain't no better than him, man. She made that song telling them to park a truck in the garage or wherever the hell she said. She made that song, man, and sold it to us, but didn't even give it to her child. She made that song to feed her child, man. We supposed to be perfect people, man. A separate people, man. We not like everybody else. We just said it was only a few things that separates us from them. And that's these laws, statutes, and commandments, shame, man, and love for the Most High, man. We not everybody else. We don't have the liberty to do the things that they can do, man. It says, as who is perfect?
As your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect.
As the Most High, man, is perfect, man. We're supposed to be as perfect as he is, man. It ain't no flaw with God. You understand? God didn't say, oh yeah, have abortions if you don't want the babies. That's nowhere in this book. Christian pastors don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. Your Christian pastor would tell you, oh, nah, you're not ready for a child. He'll tell you it's okay. God love you either way. I remember growing up, they would tell you, wait till you married to have sex, right? That's what they used to say. Wait till you married to have sex. And then you say, oh, I had sex. Oh, God still love you. Right. So what the hell does God not love? Nothing angers the Most High. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, and God's still gonna love you. Nothing pisses him off. Nothing makes him send his chosen people into slavery. If God loves everything and if God loves everybody and everything that we do, why are we oppressed? Why do we have to come over here on cargo slave ship? Why were we enslaved to the Egyptians? You understand? Like that's bogus, man. It don't make sense. You can't say, oh, your father will love you no matter what you do. You have love for your child, but you still gonna kick him out the house if you find a kilo up under his bed. I would assume you would. If you follow the law, statutes, commandments, they come in talking about they sleeping with another man. You ain't staying in my house laying with another man or another woman. You're not standing here. You got to go. I love you, but you got to go. Like, get yourself together, then come back. You can't do that, man. Drop that. Let's get Exodus 20 and 13, man. You don't have the free will to do whatever the oppressor does in here, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't have the free will to do those things, man. Exodus 20 and 13. And no, it's in your Bible. It's in your Bible. 20 and 13.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
The Bible says thou shalt not kill, man. What you doing when you having that abortion, man? You are killing a child, man, an innocent child, man. This Roe versus Wade thing, they trying to say everybody was mad at Texas because Texas banned abortion after 6 weeks. Right. You know, but if you ask me, Roe versus Wade the whole thing should be thrown out the window. It's dumb. It don't make sense. Like, why the hell would you make it okay for somebody to have an abortion? Like, it just don't make sense to me. And they always come up, well, what if you get raped and you get pregnant? Okay, still had a baby. Nobody said that you had to keep the baby. It's things such as foster homes. Like, what happened to leaving a baby at a fire station? Right. leaving it at the police department, putting the baby up for adoption, adoption over abortion. That should be a thing. Like you just gonna decide you want to kill the child, man? You're an evil and wicked person, man. Following the ways of America, man. America teaches that it's okay to do anything. America was built off of murder, man. It was built off of murder. They get paid to murder people, man. When they go over there having them wars, Afghanistan, Iraq, all that stuff, they getting paid for war, man. They getting paid to kill people. Soldiers get paid to train to kill people, man. That's what that is. It's a payday for Americans, man. Our oppressor, he was blessed with the sword, man. The Bible say we should not kill, man. Right. So you can't have an abortion. You killing a fetus, man. You killing a baby when you have an abortion. So you mean to tell me now what you think or what you feel that you had a right to do is better than what God said? You think God just made a mistake and let that baby form in your womb? Man, this place is an evil and wicked place, man. Abortion is a terrible, terrible thing, man. That nobody, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian should consider, man. They trying to do these interracial marriages because white people done had so many goddamn abortions that they so far behind. They talking about they gonna be extinct by what, 2050 or something like that? Talking about they gonna be extinct. They got so many problems going on with their womb that they trying to hook Becky up with the nearest Negro. Meanwhile, our sisters out here blessed with a wonderful womb that can have plenty of babies, and we abort them. That don't make us no better than the oppressor, man. Is more on that? Let's get Ecclesiastes 3:1. Right? Ecclesiastes 3:1. We out here just aborting our babies just because Esau says that we can't have none, man. That don't make sense, man. And I blame the Christian pastors. I blame the Christian pastors for teaching us to follow these people, man. Martin Luther King for joining us to these people, man.
And Salaki, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say that. With things like this that our people do, you got to think about it. You got to blame the oppressor for it, man. You got to blame the oppressor for all the things that you've done in your life that you are not taught to correct. You understand?
That's
for
right.
Every child that believe in Christianity and done such a thing like this, blame that on the oppressor. Don't blame yourself for that. You
That's
understand?
right.
You come in I.S.U.P.K, you become brand new.
That's right.
You become brand new. You get a new righteous mind. You understand? And the thing that you went through, blame the oppressor for it.
That's right.
You blaming the oppressor for it will help you. It should help you stop celebrating your birthday.
Right.
You blame the oppressor for it. It should help us to not celebrate Christmas.
That's
it should
right.
help us to not celebrate the 4th of July. It should help us to not go vote. And another thing that it should help us do is love one another. You understand?
That's right.
Because we understand the game that this world and this empire has played on our people. You understand? We are afflicted day in and day out by the thing that America allows to happen. You understand?
Right.
Abortion is one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Crack in the 80s is one of that thing. Marijuana is one of those things. All these things that this empire thrives on is fit for our destruction. No other is no different than Babylon, than the Assyrian Empire, than Egypt, than Rome. You understand? Galatia, all these places. What's the other? Sodom and Gomorrah. All these things our people went into, and we assimilated with these people, and we adopted the culture of these people. And in adopting that culture, we do things that are detriment to our health. We
That's
come
right.
into I.S.U.P.K and serve the Most High Power, and we learn how to change that. And you become a brand new person. And if you understand that you are brand new and the things that you've gone through in your life, blame the oppressor for it. Every crack baby that was ever born in the earth, blame the oppressor for it. Blame the oppressor for every birthday or every baptism pool that we went to and you didn't change your goddamn life. Right. Why? Because that preacher believed in Christianity.
That's
and
right.
What is Christianity? White supremacy. That's right. Pin the tail on the donkey, if I may. So that way you can free yourself of the mental chains of the things that you may have done and become brand new. That's the only way to do it, right, Sister Dose? You can't stay in that same state of mind. All of us don't deserve to be here.
That's
all
right.
of us deserve to be dead. You understand? We've done some things in our lives that nobody else knows about, but I promise you the Most High knows. And guess what? We have to prove ourselves worthy day in and day out just to live a life. Just to be alive. When you wake up in the morning, you breathe the Most High power. Most High Christ. Because what alarm clock waking you up? So none of us deserves a damn thing when it come to life. We have to learn to change our lives. In our changes, we have to believe that we are changed. We have to wholeheartedly, like, it has to become a thing for us, Kodar. It really got to be that. If it's not going to be a thing for you, then Satan going to play with your mind all day in and day out. Oh, you smell that weed, brother? That's that new strand of weed there, I You smell that? I remember I used to smoke, and there you go. Now you off to the races with smoke.
That's right.
Change, y'all. Change. That's how we do this thing. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and what the brother is bringing out. Abortion is one of those things that has led our people astray. Because this empire says it's okay. Keep bringing it out, brother. Salaki.
Yeah, right, man. Give him a hand, man. You understand? Like I was looking it up. It said around 45% of abortions, man, are unsafe, and black women account for 38% of all the abortions that happen in the United States, man. That is a terrible amount, man. Right. When you think about all the different ethnicities of people here in the United States, that is a terrible number. It said it literally says that thousands more are aborted than born. Thousands. That's millions of babies a year, man. We are destroyed in this place, man. All because the sake of for Christianity. All because of Christianity and Martin Luther King, man. Trying to join an American dream that is just that to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, a dream, man. It's not the reality that we live, man. It's not going to be the reality that we live, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season.
It's a season to everything, man. It is a season to everything, man. Go ahead.
And a time to every purpose.
And it's a time to every purpose. Go ahead.
Under the heaven.
Under the heavens. Right? Go ahead. Verse 2.
Verse 2. A time to be born.
A what?
A time to be born.
It's a season for everything, man. And a purpose for everything under heaven, man. It's a time to be born, man. You understand? It's a season for everything. It's a season that you're going to be pregnant. You understand? You're pregnant for a reason. You understand? It's that baby time to come back into the earth. It's that child's time to be reborn back into the earth, man. Who are you to go and kill it?
Right.
And say it's your free will, your will, or your what the word said, liberty. Right. It's a part of your liberty and pursuit of happiness to kill that child, man. It's a season for everything, man. You're not pregnant forever. You're pregnant for what? A season.
Right.
Just a little time. You understand? Like, it's a purpose for everything, man. You pregnant because it's that time, that baby time to come back into the earth, to be reborn. The same way at some point it was your time to be reborn back into the earth. Your mother was pregnant for a season. You here for what? A purpose. Imagine if all our mothers would have chose to abort. I wouldn't be sitting in this seat in the I.S.U.P.K. because she couldn't go through a season and she thought it was her free will to have an abortion, even though she know liberty ain't for her because she looked like me. It's a time to be born, man. It's a time to be born, man. After them 10 months, you born, man.
Right.
You come into the world crying, whatever you do. It's your time to be born, man. Go ahead.
Khan. And a time to die.
And then you also have a time to die, man. You have a time that you're born, and you have a time that you die, man. Who decides that? Kevin, go ahead. Who decides when you're born and when you die?
The Most High.
The Most High decides that, man. He decides when it's time for that baby to come into the earth. He decides when it's time for that baby to leave. You understand? He decides how that baby leaves. And I'm quite sure abortion is not one of them. Right. Go ahead.
Khan. A time to plant.
It's a time to plant. Go ahead.
And a time to pluck up that which is planted.
And a time to pluck up was what was planted, man. You understand? Like everything has a time, man. Everything has a time. You understand? Don't nobody go and plant a watermelon seed and then pluck it up the next day. Or pluck it up as soon as you see it starting to break ground. Why? Go ahead.
Because it's not ready yet.
Because it's not ready, man. It's not ready for you to pick it, to harvest it. It's not ready. You have to nurture that thing. You have to water it. Old people tell you have to talk to them plants. You understand? You have to nurture it, man. You have to plant that seed. You have to wait day and night, day and night, day and night, till that seed do what? Break ground.
Right.
Then you have to do what? Water it. You have to fertilize it, feed it. You understand? You have to guard it because you have birds and stuff trying to, you know. And what does that remind you of? A child, man. That seed is planted, right? That mother is nurturing. That baby feeding off of her. She's sleeping. That baby growing. It's just like a plant, man. That baby is just like a plant, man. That seed goes into that womb and it's growing. You nurturing it. Once you have that child, what are you doing? You protecting it. You nurturing it. You feed it. You put it to sleep. You change its diaper. You take care of it.
Right.
Because you know that child would not survive if it wasn't for you taking care of it, man. So like a plant, that's how that baby, think of that baby as a plant, man. You pull that baby out that womb too early, man, it's gonna die. The same way you go pull that plant out the ground too early, you ain't gonna harvest nothing. The plant gonna die. You have to nurture it. You have to take care of it, man. You have to do that with kids, man. You don't have the free will to abort your baby, man. It's a time for everything, man. A season for everything, man. A season to be pregnant, man. You pregnant for a reason, man. It's a time to birth that baby. You understand? It's a time that you're gonna raise that child, and then what? What happens after you done sat up day and night feeding that baby, changing them diapers, cleaning them? What happens after that? Eventually, the baby gonna start feeding itself, washing itself. You ain't gonna have to change it. The table's gonna turn, right? That baby gonna be doing what? Washing you, feeding you, changing your diapers. And then you gonna do what? Die. Because it's what? A time to die. Right. It's a time to be born and it's a time to die. Notice it said it didn't say nothing about a time to abort. You understand? Like, we as a nation of people, man, we have to start teaching our daughters, teaching our sons better, man. And it's not gonna happen in the Christian church. The Christian church ain't gonna tell you that it's a time to be born and a time to die. They ain't gonna tell you that the things that come between that birth and that death, all the things that you have to do in between that, man. Right. They ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you that you're gonna have to get on to this child. They ain't gonna tell you that you're gonna have to teach this child not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. It's a lot that goes into it. But guess what that is, man? Who knows? What is that called? Don't touch this. Don't eat this. Don't sleep with this person. This is your enemy. What is that? Go ahead, young man, Carter.
Is it discipline?
Yeah, it's discipline, but what is that called? What is correction? Go ahead.
Love.
Love, man. You showing that child that you care, man, that you give a damn, man. You understand? The things that we go through right now, the Most High put us through all this. Why? Because he loves us. Because we don't have the liberty to do whatever the hell we want to do. It's a punishment that comes with your actions, man. You choose to go have sex, you're going to get pregnant. It's going to happen. You understand? So the best abortion plan that you can pick up is to keep your legs closed. That's the best abortion plan ever known to man. It has not failed yet. Not failed at all. That was it on that, brother? Drop that. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 2. That's in your apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 2, man. You understand? Like, it's no mistake. You understand? Like, you can't be like America, man, and just think that stuff just happened for no reason. Go ahead.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 2. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months.
In the mother's womb was what?
Fashioned to be flesh.
A woman's womb is made for flesh to be, it's fashioned for flesh, man. Meaning it's made to give birth, man. It's no mistake. Like, it's made to have to make babies, man. You understand? It's fashioned for flesh, man. Go ahead.
Of 10 months.
In the time of 10 months, man. That pregnancy is just a season, man. That's all it is. Just a little 10-month season. You understand? I know it sucks. You going through all the emotions and everything. Morning sickness, all of it. It sucks, right? But once you have that baby, guess what? You gonna be sitting there proud when that baby bring that first report card. That baby say that first word. That baby take that first step. You're gonna be proud of him, man. You're gonna feel like a proud parent. Imagine how Michael Jordan dad and mom felt when he got drafted into the NBA. Like all the ones said, they didn't know what the hell he was gonna be when he was born. Nobody knew. Our mother didn't know that we was gonna be in here trying to say they got them lives when they birthed us, doing something for our people because we see the world in a different way than they do. They didn't know that. They don't like it, but we trying to say they got them lives. It don't matter if they like it or not. The woman's womb is fashioned to be flesh, man. You understand? Babies are meant to be made in that womb. That's what it's there for. It ain't there for you to try to suck it out before 6 weeks, or to wait till you in your third trimester to get rid of it. Abortion is a very evil and wicked thing, man. Go ahead, brother.
Khan. Being compacted in blood.
Being compacted in blood, man. Like when that seed first go in there, man, them first 2 weeks, like it's all these cells and everything, like blood and everything coming together, man. That baby is forming, man. By 6 weeks, your baby already damn near got a heartbeat. 6 to 7 weeks, man. That baby is alive, man. That baby is alive as soon as all that blood and all that stuff start coming together. As soon as that sperm get through that egg, that baby is alive. You might as well just chalk it up, man. That baby is alive, man. Only a devil would suck a baby out of a woman, man. You're evil, man. This place is an evil and wicked place, man. To tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they can't have babies. And we dumb as hell to go and listen. We are dumb as hell to listen to Pastor Joe Willie. Deacon beat him down Brown, as my brother like to say. We dumb as hell for listening to them, man. Go ahead, brother.
Of the seed of man and the pleasure that comes with sleep.
Wait, the seed of who?
The seed of man.
No, a woman and woman can have a baby.
The seed of man.
Man and man can have a baby.
The seed of man.
You understand? It takes a man and a woman to have a baby, man. You understand? That is no mistake. This is in the Bible, man. And that baby is who? Go ahead.
Of the seed of man.
That baby is the seed of man, man. Meaning whatever your father is, that's what you are. Here it go. Seed of man, man. That man plant that seed in there, that's what you get. You get a baby from that man. You ain't planting an apple tree and an orange tree grow. The seed of man, meaning the man carries the life, man. The womb is fashioned for what? The womb, the mother's womb is what?
Fashioned to be flesh.
Fashioned to be flesh and drop down to the what?
Of the seed of man.
Of the seed of man, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And the pleasure that comes with sleep.
And the pleasure that comes with sleep, man. Good night. You ain't got to tell Judah about that one. Judah know what that is. Know what the pleasure that comes with sleep is, man. You ain't got to tell him. Bunker y'all dance show no. That's a like it. Good night. That's the Most High Christ, man. That brother had them babies, man. Beautiful family. You understand? Like you want the pleasure that comes with sleep, but you don't want the actions that come up from it, man. You don't want what comes from it. That's something that our oppressor would do, man.
Salaki.
Come on.
We love the pleasure, but the responsibilities is the issue.
There you
right?
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's just like, yeah, you love that you got niggas in bondage.
Right.
You understand? But you don't want to deal with all the issues that we say we have.
Right.
Well, the issues that we have is because of what you've done.
That's right.
You understand? No different than what you talk about today. Everybody want to get off on the pleasure, but what follows the pleasure? The responsibility, right?
That's right.
Most High Christ.
Damn right, man. You're man. You understand? Like, you have to take responsibility. You have to take responsibility, man. You can't be a child all your life, man. You want to do adult things? Deal with adult consequences. Take up the responsibility of being an adult, man. You understand? Like, it's terrible. We don't have the liberty, man. Right. We don't have the liberty to do those things, man. That was it. You understand? Drop down to verse 6, man.
Come, verse 6. For all men have one entrance into life.
All men have one entrance into life, man. All men. And that the beginning of that entrance, man, is that pleasure that comes with sleep, man. The pleasure that comes with sleep is the beginning of that, man. Go ahead.
And the light going out.
And the light going out, man. Meaning we all are born and we all die. There's no in between. It's nothing after that. Like, it's like I don't know what they say these days. Right. People say these days that they spiritual and they don't know why they chose to come here. Like they had a goddamn choice. You didn't have a choice. Your mother made that choice for you when she laid down. She made that choice. Right. You understand? And you're not gonna decide, like, oh well, I don't want to die today. When God says it's time for you to die.
Right.
Drop that. Let's get go ahead.
That's so heavy you bring that out too, one, because I was thinking about that pleasure that comes with sleep. You know how these nuts always say that the woman can get pregnant by herself.
Right.
The black woman is queen in God at the Bartholin gland. But even in, Sarah said the same thing in Genesis when she laughed in her old age when she was supposed to conceive that child.
Right.
And she goes, what you mean? She laughed and said, am I going to have pleasure? When the angel was telling her, you're going to have a baby. And she's like 96 years old or something like that.
She was happy.
And she was happy about it. Because she said, I'm going to have pleasure. So she knew about the sex.
Yeah,
that's how babies come. Yeah, that's how babies come. And here goes Solomon years later.
Years later.
Same thing. It's heavy. And last thing too, when you brought out you said verse 6, and even in verse 5.
Yeah.
You gonna hit that?
I wouldn't. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hit it. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
Even in verse 5, you know what I'm saying? It says, "For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth."
Right.
So that's a cut to the Christians. Because they say Christ is king, Jesus is king. Well, he was born like me and you.
That's right.
He wasn't touched by God. It was no immaculate conception. That kills immaculate conception right there. Because then you got to put him in the corner and say, well, is Christ a man? Yeah. Well, he came like me and you.
That's right. Damn right. Other one had already, he had done hit it. So, nah, you know how it go. Get in the spirit, brother, start jumping ahead. He knew where I was going. Nah, you too wild. You too wild. We ain't dropped no scripture for it though. You too wild, man. Just glad y'all brothers in here, man. Good to see y'all brothers. Yeah, let's get Exodus 1:15, man. You understand? What the brother's saying is absolutely right. They try to tell you, oh, well, Christ was God. God slept with Mary. Christ was born. Yeah, okay. Keep thinking that. Heaven is my throne. Earth is my footstool, man. Right. Christian pastors don't tell you that. What the hell God want with a mortal woman? Right. Damn right, man. Christ would have never been able to do what Christ did. Imagine Christ dealing with a loudmouth sister. He would have never been able to do nothing, man. You ain't coming home to see these kids? Where you at? God damn. Good thing was he didn't have cell phones. Good night. Send a letter. You got it? Go ahead.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to to the Hebrew midwives.
So who know this story? Call. You know story? You mind giving the brothers a little rundown?
Okay.
I get there.
This is when it's talking about when he was trying to pretty much kill all the boys.
Right.
Like if the king of Egypt wicked, Egyptians are wicked. And this is like one of the first, like you're bringing out for your class today about abortion and stuff like that. It's one of the first stories or situations we see about abortion. How these heathens hate us,
right?
Especially the strong males,
right?
And like it said about the midwives, he pretty much goes on paraphrasing to tell them, hey, when the Egyptian midwives are giving birth to these Israelite women, it's a boy, kill it,
right?
In a sense, pretty much.
Damn right, man.
But I'll let you, yeah.
The first form of abortion, man. You understand? Like they was telling them to get rid of the male babies, man. They didn't want no male babies, man. You understand? I want to say it was something similar like that with Christ. Something similar like that, man. You understand? But we're gonna jump into this story real quick. Go ahead with Exodus 15:1, man. 1:15, Salaki.
And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shipporah, and the name of the other Puah.
So the king was speaking to these midwives, man. You understand? Israelite midwives, right? Go ahead.
Verse 16, and he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools.
When you go to these Hebrew women, when you go to them and you do your job, you going to do your job, giving birth to a baby, go ahead.
If it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
You shall what?
Shall kill him.
You shall kill him, man. Telling them if you go to help this woman out with her birth, if she having a boy, kill it. Go ahead.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
If it be a daughter, then she shall live, man. You understand? Like that was the first form right there of abortion, man. And that's essentially what they still doing to this day, man. You understand? Cops running down, murdering the black men, murdering the black babies, boys, our little boys, our sons. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
It's like a Mesa, and it's a form of genocide. They know if they kill the men off, then we're essentially going to die since the men carry the seed.
That's right. You understand? Like you have to understand. Like this ain't nothing new, man.
Right.
This ain't nothing new. They've been doing this to us. This is the book of Exodus, man. They've been trying to kill out the black man, the Hispanic man. This ain't nothing new. He said to kill the boys, man. Let the girls live, man. You understand? Because in order for them to destroy this nation, guess what they have to do? Who got it? Go ahead, young man Kevin.
Kill all the man.
You have to. How you I'm gonna give it to you if I say that. Yeah, you're right. You kill him, or you have to first do what? To the man of a house. You got anything, Carter? No? Albert?
It's like a Mesa, like the scripture says, if you want to break into a strong man's house, you got to bind him up first.
You have to bind that strong man, man. You have to get rid of that man, right? So, and in that sense, like that's like you have to make him sell his people out,
right?
Like TD Jakes. Right. TD Jakes don't give a damn about the black community. Right. You understand? Snoop Dogg too high to give a damn about the black community. You understand? Or you kill him. You have to get that man out the way because it's easy to walk into a house and a woman runs it. You understand? Like, but that's women outside of here. So don't get me wrong now. Because the sisters in here give you a fight. You ain't binding no strong man in here, man. You understand? But that's the first form of abortion, man. Right there. Him telling them to kill off all the boys, man. That's what the police officers doing to this day, man. They killing all our sons. Right? You got more on that? Verse 17, yeah.
Verse 17. But the midwives feared the Most High.
But they feared the Most High, man. We just said it's a few things that separate us in here from them out there. And what was one of them? Go ahead. Just tell me one.
The shame.
Shame, man. Shame separates us from them. The love for our brothers, the love for the Most High, fearing the Most High, man. It's a few things that separates us from them, man. And the love for the Most High is one of them, man. Fearing the Most High is one of them, man. We ain't gonna do a lot of stuff that we feel like we want to do because we know at the end of that lies death, man. The end of disobedience lies death, man. T.D. Jakes telling you that the law done away with, theft your dollars. At the end of their story lies what? Death, man. And they're going to be judged for the things that they have taught blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. They brought the law and taught men to do so, man. They don't fear the Most High. Go ahead, brother.
And did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
They didn't do what he commanded them to do. You understand? These women feared God, man. So if you're a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian woman, man, it's no reason that you should abort your baby, man. You should fear God more than you fear your goddamn oppressor, man. Your oppressor telling you to get an abortion, man, you should say, nah, I stand with God, man. God told me not to get an abortion, man. He told me not to kill. Stand with God, man. The hell with an abortion, man. The hell with what your oppressor want to tell you to do, man. You think your oppressor knows better than God? He the one who kills them. Go ahead, brother.
But save the men children alive. Verse 18.
These sisters didn't kill them men, didn't kill the boy babies, man. They didn't kill the men babies, man. They feared the Most High more than they feared the ruler of Egypt, man. The king, man. You understand? Joe Biden them put all these abortion clinics outside the hood, man. The damn hell with that. You fear God, man. That abortion clinic shouldn't be up in that outside that neighborhood for a month. They should be calling saying we ain't getting nobody coming in, man. Ain't nobody came in here. Only people that's coming in here is our people. And they'll shut it down, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing?
He had to call them back. He's like, well, damn, like y'all ain't like, how they still having these boy babies, man? Go get me them midwives, man. Bring them back here, man. He had to call them back. Go ahead.
And have saved the men children alive.
Like, why y'all ain't killing them? Why y'all keeping them alive for, man? I literally told you to kill them. And you mean to tell me that you ain't gonna do it? Go ahead.
Verse 19. And the midwives said unto Pharaoh.
They said unto who?
Unto Pharaoh.
Unto who?
Unto Pharaoh.
For all them Egyptologists out there that know that Pharaoh was their king or so and so, quote unquote. These women feared the Most High over Pharaoh, man. Meaning your Egyptologist king was nothing, man. Go ahead.
Because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
We are not as the heathens, man. You could tell them heathens to go and abort their babies, but we fear God over here, man. We not them. You understand? We not the oppressor, man. Tell the oppressor to abort her baby that she should think about her future. abort her baby because John might not be there when she turned 45. They don't tell you that. The oppressor tell you, oh, you can have one woman, one man, one woman, right? So you get tired of her after she done had 5 kids, you could just walk out the door, send her some papers. The God of this Bible say you can't do that. You lay with her, she is yours, brother. She is yours. It ain't no, oh, she had 5 kids, I'm done now. I'm gonna go live my life with something younger. Nah, brother, she yours. The oppressor teach you can take 30 years of a woman's life and walk out and not even give a damn about her. Never have to talk to her again. Tell her to abort every child. We don't have that luxury, man. Go ahead, brother.
For they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come unto him, come in unto them.
Right.
Verse.
Drop that. Let's get 1 Corinthians 6:20, man. Yes, that like we don't have the luxury of doing what our oppressor does, man. They can abort their babies. Who gives a damn? Their babies don't mean nothing to the Most High, man. What you say? They spittle. They're like unto spittle, man. He don't give a damn about them, man. Oh, Most High Christ. Go ahead,
so like
brother.
if I may, this is a Tawad class, brother. I have a perfect precept that I would like to bring out. Proverbs 9 and 10.
Let's get it. Get Proverbs 9 and
yeah, I got it. It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So you said the midwives, they feared the Lord.
That's right.
They were wise, is what the Bible says. Man. So if you don't fear the Lord, what does that mean? You lack wisdom. You are devoid of understanding.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Bible says, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. We know the holy just means separate.
Right.
We're separate people. We have a separate understanding.
That's
we know who we are, so we can't get caught up in what all the other nations are doing or what the oppressor says is appropriate or lawful. We have a power that loves us and protects us.
Damn
so
right.
we have to abide by that.
That's right, man. You understand? Give them a hand, man. Them women were wise, man. Those was wise women, man. Which shows you that we not like them, man. We consider the life of a baby, man. We consider the life of each other, man. You understand? Us walking around here nowadays acting like we don't give a damn or acting like we looking for F to give. That's not us, man. That's the oppressor, man. You understand? And you acting like you don't give a F about your brother, man. You just acting like your oppressor, man. Because your oppressor don't give one. That's why he tells you to abort your babies, man. That's why he throw you in the ghettos and the barrios, man. You understand? That's why Puerto Rico is still tore down to this day, man. He don't give a damn about us. You understand? That was a good point, man. You got that, brother? 1 Corinthians 6 and 20. Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 20. For ye are bought with a price.
You're bought with a price, man. You're bought with a price, man. What does that mean? Go ahead, brother. You got something? Go ahead. Young man, Kevin. Go ahead. Now, say what you got. What does it mean you're bought with a price? For you bought with a price. You got it. What do you think it means? Nothing. You got something right there. Go ahead. You got something, Carter? What do you think it means? All right. Maybe need to read a little more. Oh, you got it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kowal.
Sluggy, you said what does it mean to be? What does it mean to be bought with a price?
Right.
It means someone paid for you. Like you're not your own person.
That's
like,
right.
You belong to somebody.
Right.
So if I bought Kevin for a price, then
yeah,
Kevin,
right. I can't do nothing for you, brother.
Yeah, you belong to me.
You belong to Kowal. Yeah, man. Like you don't like you bought with a price. You understand? Like you can't do whatever the hell you want to do. You belong to somebody else, man. You understand? Like you have to go ahead. Go read on.
Common sir. For ye are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are the Most High's.
Right. Like you don't belong to you. Your body don't belong to you, man. You sit there having abortion like that. Your body don't belong to you. You understand? A slave master said, when a slave got pregnant with a baby, whose baby was that? Who did that baby belong to? Did the baby belong to you? No, it belonged to the slave master. You're bought with a price, man. You sucking that baby out of you, that's not your child. That baby belongs to the Most High, man. You understand? America can tell you that you can do whatever the hell you want to do. The Bible just said you're bought with a price, man. You're in debt, man. You understand? You owe it to Christ to live your life the right way, man. You owe it to Christ to have that baby, man. You owe it to Christ to separate yourself from your oppressors, man. You are bought with a price, man. This innocent man died for you to be able to live, man. Commander Junior Hanna sacrificed his life for us to be able to learn these laws, statutes, and commandments, for us to have a way back to the Most High, man. Your life don't belong to you. So the hell you think that you understand? You don't. Know that you don't belong to you. It's not your free will to do whatever the hell you want to do. You don't have the liberty to do what you want to do, man. You're bought with a price. You owe it to the Most High and to Christ, man, and to Commander Junior YAHANNA, man. You get it every time you come in here. Every time a brother get a name, a brother get raised up, they tell you you have opportunity to run, man. You take that oil on your head, man, you giving your life away. You are telling God, I'm yours. You understand? You don't have you don't have the opportunities that they have to mess up, man. Your life is no longer yours once you take that oil on your head, man. Your body is no longer yours, man. It's not yours when you out there in the world. We just lost, man. That's why we call the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. We're lost in the world, man. Just walking to and fro, blowing in the wind, man. Following anything that sounds okay to us. A woman doesn't have a right to have an abortion, man. You're bought with a price, man. Drop that. We gonna hit this goddamn Gary Chambers, man. We gotta hit him real quick, man. We gotta hit this Gary Chambers real quick, man. Cause this guy right here, man. I'm gonna airdrop it to our bot and send it to you. Yeah, this Gary Chambers, man. This is an evil, and wicked man. He a brother, but this is a very evil and wicked thing that he's doing, man. You can read whenever you got it, our bot.
Comic-Con says why Gary Chambers smoked weed in a campaign ad to flip a Louisiana Senate seat.
This brother right here is smoking weed. You got it also, guy? Oh, this brother right here, man, is smoking weed in his campaign video, man. I'm waiting off Zion. It's a video up under it somewhere. Should be. It's a video up under it, so you can play it for the people at home. But yeah, this brother right here, man, smoking weed in his campaign video, man. And as he's smoking the weed, he's so-called calling out all these, I guess, what would you call it, statistics of how many black people going to jail for this and how many seconds. So this video is about, I think, like 37 seconds or something like that, because apparently every 37 seconds a black man get locked up for marijuana. You understand? But this brother right here is promoting marijuana in his campaign ad. Black men getting locked up for doing what you doing on TV. Like, how the hell is that supposed to make somebody vote for you? Yeah, like, it don't make sense, man. So basically, you telling them every 37 seconds you get locked up for smoking weed, but if I get in, you can do it. That's an evil and wicked thing, man. You're supposed to be sober-minded. My brother brought it out. Last week, Kawal, I want to say? Earlier this week, last week? To be sober-minded? You got more? Go ahead, Albert.
Khan says, if you're like most Americans, you never heard of Gary Chambers Jr., a Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate in Louisiana. Before you saw a video of him smoking weed on Tuesday, a clip of the best-suited social justice advocate puffing a blunt while rattling off the county's shameful arrest.
The country.
Salakia. Rattling off the country's shameful arrest.
We ain't gonna make this thing seem like it's smaller than what it is.
Con.
This the country, man. This the United States, man. You understand? He giving out these statistics, man. You understand? And it says he a clip of the what?
A clip. Salakia.
Right after smoking weed Tuesday.
A clip of the best suited.
Suited, man. Salakia, I almost said it. This Negro done went all the way out. All the way out, man. Not only is he smoking weed, he in his oppressor's gay clothing. That suit, young man, Kevin. Good night. That was a good reaction, brother. At least I know you won't put on a suit. Yeah, man, he done went all the way out and betrayed his people, man. Why you think they put on them suits? What does that suit symbolize? And nobody in the class tonight, huh? Oh, Kawal here. Kawal always in class. Go ahead, Kawal. Kawal always in class.
The suit symbolizes, what America deems as the non-abrasive Negro.
Right.
Like a pastor. We come in here with fringes. Who takes us serious? We say and thus saith the Lord. A suit is like the so-called oppressor's uniform. That's his garment.
That's right.
So they'll respect anybody with a suit. Don't let them have a tie or a cummerbund or something. And he just everything. But that suit is appealing to black people.
That's right. Because that it symbolizes success. Right. I made it. You understand? That's why your Christian pastor wear a suit. Because you look at that suit and it's like, dang, well, I wish I could afford a nice suit like that, because he get it tailored to him. It fit just right. Nobody else could put that suit on. Because it's fit to him. You understand? And we see that. We see the clean cut, the nice lineup, nice looking suit, and we think, oh, he done made it. He made it. Black people watching this ad just think, damn, here go the change we've been waiting on. This brother in a suit, he clean, he done made it, and he's smoking weed on TV. And he running for a Senate. Right, my nigga. He made it. Imagine how many black Democrats, because they know black people always go Democrat. Democratic Party is what black people at. That's why Sleepy Joe in office. They know who to target. They know who to put. This brother right here is another Martin Luther King, man. Selling you a hope and a goddamn dream that you can be on national TV smoking weed, man, and don't nobody say nothing about it. Because we gonna look at this brother like, oh, he made it, man. He doing it right in their face, and they ain't said nothing. They advertising it. We gonna get more into it. Go ahead, brother.
Karma Khan says a clip of the best suited social justice advocate puffing a blunt while rattling off the country's shameful arrest statistics for 37 seconds. The time it takes for yet another American to be arrested for marijuana possession.
You see how they tried to clean it up right there? They tried to say another American. They tried to clean it up right there, trying to act like they consider black people as Americans, man, when they damn well don't. You're not an American. I don't know who needs to hear this. You're not an American. You're not. Americans have liberty.
Right.
You understand? Free from oppression. What liberty said? Free from what? I keep saying the word wrong.
Says the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions.
Yeah. You're not free, man, from oppressive restrictions, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We're not free.
Right.
You understand? But go ahead.
According to the ACLU, with black men like Chambers 4 times more likely than whites to be busted, posted to his YouTube and Instagram accounts Tuesday, made national news.
It say 4 times more likely to be busted, man. 4 times more likely. Yeah, I wonder why it's 4 times more likely. Why are we 4 times more likely to be busted than they are? There you go. You 4 times more likely to be stopped. Notice it said busted. It said busted for a reason. You understand? You the one they pulling over. They're not pulling over John. They're not pulling over Jane. Sidebar, my brother, my blood brother, is married to this devil, or he has a child with this devil. And they was riding once in a car and got pulled over. The devil driving, my brother in the passenger seat. So the police, you know, he say he smelled, you know, weed in the car or whatever. And so he pulled the devil to the side. She just sitting in the back of his cruiser while he questioning my brother, trying to pin a blunt that she had in the ashtray on him. He was trying to pin it on my blood brother. My brother say he wasn't even in the car when she had it. She was smoking with her friends. She picked him up from work. How that sound? Typical black man story. Fooling with Becky. Right. You get picked up from work. She got a blunt sitting in her goddamn ashtray. The police pull you over, and now it's yours because you're a black man. He separate her from you because he want to put you under pressure, man. He told him that it was hers. You think they believe that? No. He got hit with a fine and she got sent home. My mother had to pick him up from the station after she bailed him out. And he still had court. You understand? Like, that's why we more likely to get busted. They pull us over, man. Right. They seen him in that car and pulled him over. Even though she was driving, he just got to get hit with it because no innocent little white boy or white girl smokes weed. Right. They don't have an opioid problem because little white kids are dying off drugs. It's only a problem when there's something concerning them, right? But go ahead, brother.
Come on. If it was a stunt, it was a very serious stunt. The ad delivered Chambers' 8-day-old campaign to unseat Republican Senator John Kennedy, a staunch conservative and Donald Trump loyalist. The earned media most politicians see only after.
We ain't gonna get into all that. I don't want to get into all that glory. Come on, video. Come on. He ain't getting all that glory on this podium.
Every 37 seconds, someone is arrested for possession of marijuana. Since 2010, state and local police have arrested an estimated 7.3 million Americans for violating marijuana laws, over half of all drug arrests. Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white people. States waste $3.7 billion enforcing marijuana laws every year. Most of the people police are arresting aren't dealers, but rather people with small amounts of pot, just like me. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
It was dumb as hell, right? Right. Go ahead, Kowal.
That was a dumbest. And my thing is this: like, okay, he's trying to be all conscious and smoking a backwood with his suit on, Right. That's my thing. He's doing that and not knowing that weed is not legal everywhere. Number one, let's get that
That's
straight.
right.
It ain't legal. It's not legal here in North Carolina. Most places in the South is not legal. And this is where you get pulled over. Once you get pulled over, if the cop smells weed, that's probable cause for them to search your car.
That's right.
And that's more interaction time you're gonna have with some devil wants to kill you. So you're setting black people up and Hispanic people up anyway with the okie doke. Like that commercial was dumb. I watched it. I'm trying to hear it. He could have did that in 10 different ways without smoking a blunt to make his point. But that's not. Right. I guarantee he's investing in weed stocks. I guarantee it. Right. I guarantee he has partners, a syndicate of them that got weed farms or trying to get their own. What do you call them? Damn shops, dispensaries. He's in. I guarantee he's a greedy. Come on, man. You already know what time it is with him. Why he did that.
Damn right, man. Give him a hand, man. He absolutely right, man. That brother could have did that multiple ways. First and foremost, like, why the hell are you running for Senate anyway? What the hell are you gonna change being a black man in an oppressive country? What are you gonna change? You think you the first Negro to run for a seat? Is it you think you the first one that tried to change the oppressor, man? You can't make straight that which God made crooked, man. Paraphrasing, you can't straighten out them, man. America don't love you, and you cannot make them love you. America is crooked. Crooked people run America. What is it? Hands of the wicked. You cannot change them, man. Right. And you sitting there smoking a blunt, thinking that you about to change them. Man, let's get Proverbs 16 and 27. I'm already giving this brother too much time up here. It's something that need to be talked about because black people seeing this and just thought they was delivered. You seen it posted all over social media. They just thought, oh, we free now. We got somebody that smoked weed on our side. The same way they thought, who was it? What was the guy? Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was on black people's side. They thought Bill Clinton was the best thing. Oh man, he's smoking weed. He didn't get talked off. He was the best thing for black people until he hit Negroes with a 3-strike rule. Right. Man. All right now. Get me started. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 27.
Uh-huh.
An ungodly man.
A what?
An ungodly man.
An ungodly man. What is this, brother?
An ungodly man.
Uh-huh.
Diggeth up evil.
Diggeth up evil, man. This brother is a very ungodly man, man. Right. To be sitting on national TV smoking a blunt, man. Your children see this. You understand? Like these are people that they're gonna say, you know, who you look up to. Parents gonna be saying, "Oh, right, Gary Chambers. Do a project on Gary Chambers." They gotta go and look up who Gary Chambers is, man. They see him smoking a blunt. What the hell you think they're gonna do? Yes, like this is a very, very evil and wicked thing, man. This brother is ungodly, man. Sitting on national TV smoking a blunt. Go ahead.
And in his lips there is as a burning fire.
This brother is a very ungodly man. And in his lips, that blunt was that burning fire, man. What they call that? Cherry. That cherry or that blunt, man. That's that burning fire. I know Christians like, well, it wasn't. A fire is an actual flame. No, you dummy. The fire is that cherry is still burning that weed, ain't it? It's still burning it. It's still a type of flame. It's burning something. You understand? Like this a very evil and wicked man. Try to tell you, oh well, you don't dig up weed, you pull it off the plant. Yes, you pull the plant too, don't you, dum? Y'all brother chime in anytime y'all want, man. You know, this a terrible story, man. This brother, I tell you, this brother is no different from Martin Luther King, man. He no different than Martin Luther King, man. The oppressor knows what he's doing with sitting him in front of black people, man. They using him, man. They using him, and he's the goddamn sellout, and you the target. You are the target, man. They using him to get to you, to make you think it's okay to be smoking weed. Gary Chambers did it. I look up to Gary Chambers. He's my hero. You know, stick a blunt in your mouth and dress up in a suit for Halloween, huh? Because you look up to Gary Chambers, man. They using Gary Chambers as a target, man. You understand? Like everything that blacks and Hispanics done fought against, man, they use our people to target us, man. You understand? They use us. They use our people to find our weakness, man, and to exploit it so they can figure out how to take down the rest of us, man. Yes, go ahead, Kawal.
So like I said, that's heavy. Bring that out too. Another weed scripture for our people. Did you have Ezekiel 8 down there?
No, go ahead. You got it.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8 and verse 17. And this is heavy because smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, smoking anything is harmful. But this shows how old smoking weed is. And
right.
To try to tap into that to appeal to our people is very wicked. It says, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8 and 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they have put the branch to their nose. Now you read that, what branch? Before rolling papers, before Garcia Vegas, before zigzags, before White House, before all these rolling papers they have, that's how they would smoke it.
That's right.
That's how you get high, you inhale it. And we were doing that like the heathens were doing. And like the Bible says, we provoke God to anger. And if they listen to that bastard politician smoking that blunt with that Steve Harvey suit, we're going to provoke him to more anger.
That's right. Damn right, man. Give him a hand, man. You understand? Like what he's saying, absolutely true, man. You understand? You just provoking the Most High to anger, man. Right. You understand? And they using this brother right here to exploit the weaknesses of black people, man. You don't think that oppressor knows that you love being high? Right. Yes, like they just looking for ways to overthrow us, man. Yes, like who was it? Goodness. Like the story with Samson and what was her name? Delilah. You think she just gave a damn how he got his strength? No, she was trying to overthrow him. She wanted to know what his weakness was. Our oppressor wants to know the weakness of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They want to know our weaknesses. Oh, they love weed, huh? I'm gonna put him in front of them smoking weed. Maybe we can catch more of them. fill up them private prisons. Next thing you know, you're gonna be sitting there with a video, with a camera talking about, look at the toilets. The toilet's been stocked up for weeks. Yeah, go ahead, brother. You put yourself there, man.
That's right, brother. That's heavy you bring it out because I need to read verse 18. And that's exactly what you just said. It says, verse 18, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8, verse 18. It says, this after they put the branch to their nose, right? You just smoke that blunt. It says, therefore will I also deal in fury. Mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet I will not hear them. When you're in jail crying, or your mama cries, you got shot by the police because you searched your car, you smell like weed, or you in that jail cell, like you said, showing everybody how little toilet is. You went, God, please, I won't. He ain't gonna hear you. He ain't gonna have no pity on you. You gonna put that branch to your nose. That's what's gonna happen.
That's right, man. Come on, man. You're ungodly, man. You're ungodly, man. You understand? But hey, man, do who the hell am I? Do whatever the hell you want to do, man. Do what you want to do. Drop that. Let's get Ecclesiasticus 41:8, man. You understand? You want to be an ungodly man, man? How the hell could the I.S.U.P.K feel any type of way about you choosing to go and smoke weed when we tell you not to? About you listening to T.D. Jakes, who hadn't had the answer since he'd been a priest. Hadn't had the answer. The same man that closed his doors on you when COVID hit and he was in a vacation house on some island. Theft your dollars. House so goddamn big that the police couldn't find him when his daughter called the cops. How the hell are we supposed to help you if you listening to them? Well, say the oppressor's language is money, man. His language is money. They get in some trouble, they can buy their way out. We, as a people, don't have the money to buy our way out of trouble. The majority of us. We don't. And that's just the reality of it. We don't have the money to buy our way out of murder. Donald Trump said he can murder somebody right there in front of the camera and still get off. And he telling the truth because he got the money. You smoke weed, you in jail. Your 2 hours of being high turned into 37 years to life. Not a good trade-off to me. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 21 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
He that buildeth his house with other man's money.
No, 41:8. Should be 41.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 41 and verse 8. Woe be unto you, ungodly man.
Wow. Look at there. Woe unto the ungodly man. That ungodly man that's digging up evil, man. Woe. Death and destruction, man. You're gonna die digging up evil, man. You're going to die with that blunt in between your lips, them cigarettes in between your lips. You are going to die. You understand? The Most High is not forgiving you for sitting there putting weed in your face. Who gives a damn if it was for a campaign ad? Go ahead, brother.
Which have forsaken the law of the Most High power.
You have forsaken the law of the Most High, man. You have forsaken the law, man. You understand? I just said it. My brother said be sober-minded. How the hell are you going to be sober-minded, Snoop Dogg, if you high off your goddamn ass? How the hell are you going to know intruders outside your gate when you high off your goddamn ass? You can't help black people if you high all the goddamn time. Sitting there smiling at another man with your goddamn fingernails painted. Snoop Dogg paints his fingernails. But guess what? Snoop Dogg also smokes weed. Go ahead, brother.
For if ye increase it shall be to your destruction.
Break that down.
Salaki, if I may, sir. Basically, like how the Most High let Egypt, be a great city, and he did it all for their destruction. Basically, he's gonna let you build yourself all the way up just to knock you all the way back down.
No, don't try to get me to give it to you. Who else got some? Yeah, I know Kowal got some. You ain't got nothing, Kowal? Kowal ain't nothing? Oh, go ahead, Kowal. Kowal got some.
Like you saying, if he increase, that politician gets elected, and
right.
His weed stocks go up, and all black folks vote for him. He roll around in Bentley. It's gonna be for his destruction.
That's right.
So the more you increase, the Most High will use it to your destruction. It's
right.
like any other, pastor. Look at what's the one that died? Eddie Long. He increased much. He had one of the richest churches, but it's for destruction though.
That's right.
They're ungodly, man.
Yeah, right, man. Yes, that. You Tawab? Oh, you got some?
Oh, who that?
You Tawab? Yeah, man. So you wasn't wrong, but I just wanted you to. Nah, you in this class. Understand? Try to bring Egypt back into it. Nah. Yeah, man. Like, you increasing it.
Right.
Yes, you think you just gonna keep doing this, and get away with it? Hell no. The scriptures say, woe be unto you, ungodly men, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, you sitting there putting sin on top of sin on top of sin. Like, you're gonna have to pay for it at some point. You think you're just gonna continue to sin and walk around scot-free? Hell no. The Lord gonna destroy you, man. You're gonna be killed for whatever the hell you think you're trying to get away with. And drop that. Let's get Deuteronomy 18:18, man. Back to what I was saying earlier. Deuteronomy, man, 18:18. Let's get this right.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 18.
Go ahead.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
Who is them? You know who it is. I want to ask you if you didn't. Who is the them?
Israel.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like unto thee, and I will put my words into his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
Right. You think God raised up Gary Chambers? That we have to go and vote for him? To lead Israel, you think God raised up Gary Chambers, a man in a video smoking weed? You understand? Like, the Most High say he'll raise up a prophet from among their brethren, man. Right. You understand? Meaning what? It can't be Joe Biden. Can't be Donald Trump. You understand? And if the Most High is dealing with you, you are what? Not an ungodly man. You have to be perfect, man. You understand? You have to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments to be a prophet of the Most High, man. You understand? You have to listen. Do what you're told. Be obedient. Like Officer Zion said, you can't be a naughty little boy and still be able to do what the Most High, and still be a prophet of the Most High, man. You cannot. You understand? He's going to raise up somebody from amongst the brethren, man. You understand? And that brother is Commander General YAHANNA. That's him. He's already here. The Most High has already ordained him to be the leader of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. It's not goddamn Gary Chambers. You never seen Commander General YAHANNA get on Black Watch and puff a blunt, talking about every 37 seconds. You know, somebody dies, Muhammad. That shit don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense, man. You never seen Commander General YAHANNA do that. Why? Because nobody would take him serious. They'll say, oh, this nigga been smoking the wrong stuff. They There go YAHANNA again, tripping. There you go again. Talking about the earth is flat. They gonna look at you like you ain't like you just another Negro out your mind. The same way they gonna look at Gary Chambers. You understand? The Most High has already raised up that prophet, man. Gary Chambers is not him. You understand? What's Al Sharpton is not him. I'm gonna keep saying TD Jakes and Theft Your Dollars. They are not them. They are not meant to lead black people, man. The Christian church damn sure ain't meant to lead black people, man. $14 million PPP loan. Where the hell that come from? When the hell an oppressor ever gave a black man that much money and let him walk away with it? You going to get $25,000 thinking that the oppressor don't have a goddamn calculator. You're a fool. You're a goddamn idiot if you think that the oppressor doesn't have accountants and calculators and know who the hell he's signing money over to. You're an idiot. And he's going to make his $25,000 and more back with you being in a private prison. Free labor. Read that again from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
Right. He gonna raise up somebody that look like you, man, and he gonna tell them what to say. They're not gonna be up here saying what they want to say every 37 seconds. No. He gonna say it's time for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to separate from America, to come back into the I.S.U.P.K. Learn the law, statutes, and commandments of God. Not abort your babies. Not smoke weed. You understand? He gonna put the words that he want them to speak in their mouth, man, which are the words of this Bible, man. That's what he's gonna have you saying. You're gonna be sitting on a podium at camp telling the oppressor that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? He gonna give you the words to say. Let's get 2 Corinthians 10 and 4.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the pulling down of strongholds.
Right. Our weapons are not carnal, man. Our weapons of warfare are not carnal, man. You understand? Like, I know it may seem that we just be up here talking mumbo jumbo. We just saying stuff. You don't see nothing happening. But guess what, man? We pulling down strongholds with the things that we said, man. When we go to camp and we make them devils bow down and kiss our boots, man, we are pulling down strongholds, man. The words that we speak in this room are stronger than you think they are, man. You understand? We are destroying this place with the things that we are saying, man. We are setting this place on fire, man. You understand? We bringing the truth into Esau's world, man. Teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that we don't need the goddamn devil. Why the hell we need him, man? You understand? The only reason he has possession of us is because we went against God. That's the only reason. If we would have stayed with the Most High, we would have had the kingdom of heaven by now. We don't need the oppressor, man. We pulling this place down, man. Every brother that come into that classroom, come into these classrooms, every sister, every child that's born into the I.S.U.P.K. is one man, woman, and child that Esau doesn't have. The more people we reach and pull from them is the more people they don't have to keep their empire running, man. We pulling this place down every night in Fayetteville, North Carolina at 7 o'clock, man. We pulling this place down, man. You understand? our weapons of warfare are not carnal, man. Ain't no bench in America gonna change the lives of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Ain't no president, no matter what color he is, gonna change the lives of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Kamala Harris, being an AKA, is not gonna change the lives of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. It's not. We have to separate ourselves, man. We have to stop the abortions, stop the weed smoking, man, and be perfect, man. And let me get 1 Peter 5 and 8, since I done paraphrase it so much. Let me get it. Go ahead and get to that one real quick before we have to close it out.
Khan.
Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Peter.
1 Peter 5 and 8.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Break that down.
Salakia, if I may, sir, basically telling us not to smoke, not to be high, to basically be on your feet, be aware of everything, because you never know.
Be what?
Be aware.
Go ahead.
Because there's always, that's the devil's job, is, to see who he can, take out. So we have to be aware of our surroundings, aware of what's going on, aware of who's around us, what's around the corner and stuff, because the devil's going to do his job. So we got to do ours. And that is being sober, so we can make sure, that we're keeping ourselves together.
I mean, that's good, but give me what's there.
Okay, Salaki, it says, as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Be sober. You told me what be sober was. What's be vigilant?
Be vigilant is like constantly looking, seeing.
It's kind of like you at camp, huh?
Calm.
Head on swivel.
Calm. Always looking back and forth, making sure that you see who's walking around, watching the.
That's the Merriam-Webster.
It says vigilant is keeping careful watch for possible
there you go.
danger or difficulties.
So being sober, being vigilant.
Calm.
Go ahead.
Salakia, like a roaring lion.
Because
your adversary, the devil.
What's an adversary?
It's basically your the op. We would say.
Oh, okay. You got that one, huh? Go ahead.
Calm. The devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about.
What's that?
So basically, a lion is, walking around.
When does a lion roar?
When he's marking his territory.
So the lion just roared to mark territory?
La.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Okay.
When danger is about.
When does a lion roar?
When he got an op coming.
All right, okay. Go ahead.
Salakia.
Good night. Brother stuck on them ops.
Roaring lion walking about, seeking whom he may devour. So basically, the devil, he's walking around like seeing who's slipping, seeing who ain't on their toes, seeing who's not vigilant and who's not sober.
But it's like the brother was saying, like you 4 times more likely to be busted with marijuana. Why?
Because you got it on you.
No.
Oh, you always getting pulled over. You always
you 4 times more likely to be pulled over. Right. So the devil walking around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. Right. He gonna get you because you 4 times more likely to be pulled over.
Right.
You understand? Like, so be sober, be vigilant. Like, you on your toes, right? you have to be sober minded. You have to know what's going on, aware of what's going on around you, man. Because our oppressor, man, our adversary, the oppressor, man, he like a roaring lion. A lion don't roar until he see what? Something he can devour. Prey. Something he can attack. Cop don't turn them lights on until what? They see a nigga walking down the street minding his goddamn business. But you black. They hunt your steps. They look to devour you, man. You understand? Like you are the one that this devil is looking to devour, man. We just read it. This brother smoking his weed put a target on the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And I ain't gonna say that he knew. I'm not gonna say he knew. But that act of smoking weed in the campaign ad, he sold all of us out. Everybody in this room, he just made more 4 times more likely to be pulled over. Because we must support him. He on TV. And our oppressor is out here looking to see who they can devour, man. You understand? Anybody got any questions? Anything? If not, pass the class of peace and officer Bunke off.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming holy convocation is the Feast of Purim, the 14th and 15th day of the 12th month. That's Monday, February 14th and Tuesday, the 15th of this year, according to the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the teacher. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. Yadamatah. Sar. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the sisters. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatah Hashem Yahshua. Yadamatah. Sar Wapanya Kwadam, which means turn and face the east. I'm going to repeat the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.